Hello Mushkins, and in this video I wanted to show off 15 fun things that you can do with slime. And if you would like to skip through this video, I do have the headings and timestamps typed out in the description of this video if you want to fast forward to your favorite parts. And I really hope that this video gives you a few ideas of fun things that you can do with slime to keep yourself busy. So obviously the first thing is actually making slime from scratch and creating your very own textures and following recipes and tutorials on YouTube. So for this part of the video, I wanted to make some slime using this NYX clear glue, and this glue you can buy at most stationery stores like P&A, etc. And I just added a few scoops of cream, and then I mixed that all together, added my activator, and then I just added a few fun things to it as well. And it just shows you that you can be so creative with slime and you can really mix anything together. If you are looking for more detailed slime tutorials, do make sure to check out our other tutorials. We have so many of them on YouTube. And then once you master a basic slime tutorial, another fun thing to do with slime is actually make a big batch just for yourself. There's nothing better than just sinking your hands into a gigantic batch of slime. And if you haven't done it before, save up some money and definitely make your own batch. You can just buy two 2-liter bottles of glue on Take-A-Lot. I know Leech Office glue is quite cheap and you get a really giant bottle, and I'll link that glue in the description of this video if you want to go and buy that. And then you can just mix yourself a nice big tub of slime. It doesn't have to be as big as the batch that I'm showing off in this video, just anything where you can just put both hands into a big bucket of slime. It's so much fun. And then another really fun thing to do with slime is just to stretch it as far as you can. So once you have a big batch of slime or just a medium-sized ball of slime, you just stretch it as far as you can and you stretch it and twirl it. This can keep you busy for such a long time. It is so much fun to do. And then stretching a slime as far as it can go is also a lot of fun when you do it with someone else. So I decided to include a little clip of my sister and I pulling this 500ml slime as far as it could go, and it was so much fun. And then if you are feeling adventurous, you can also throw the blob of slime to each other like it's a ball. That was also a lot of fun to do. If you follow us on Instagram, you would know that one of my favorite things to do with clay and slime is to try and replicate certain food items and make the clay look as realistic as possible to the actual food item. So in this video, I decided to make mini little donuts out of clay and then to mix that together with slime. And then I also decided to make a little pizza slice as well, and I'll show that to you in a second. It is so much fun to try and replicate these items. We even make clay cracking figures out of them, and it's just so much fun. If you would like a clay cracking tutorial, just refer to the description of this video and you can go and have a look at some food items that we made out of clay. then here we have the little pizza slice that I made, and I wanted to try and make it look as realistic as possible. So I bought this packet of green shavings from P&A a long time ago, and it kind of looks like oregano or oreganum, and I sprinkled that over my pizza slice and it looked so realistic. And then another fun thing to do with clay and slime is to take a piece of clay, and you can use any type of air dry clay. I got these packets of clay from P&A, and I'm sure you can get it at most stationery stores. And then what I like to do is take different little cookie cutter shapes. You can get a variety of weird and wonderful shapes. And then I like pressing little shapes out of the clay and then mixing that into the slime. It is so much fun to do. Something else that I absolutely love doing with slime is mixing my very own aromatherapy slimes. And an aromatherapy slime is basically a slime made with various types of essential oils. And you can buy these essential oils at a bunch of different pharmacies like Clicks, and they just sell a variety of essential oils, and you can combine different essential oils together. And a lot of the essential oils have different properties. If you are interested in this, do make sure to Google it. And in this video I used an lavender essential oil, which really helps with sleeping. So if you struggle to sleep, just playing with this slime could help with that. So I decided to make a purple clay slime with lavender essential oil. Something else that I find really mesmerizing with slime making and slime mixing is when you take clear slime, and we do have a clear slime tutorial on YouTube if you want to make your own. And what I like doing is brushing pigment on it, and I just use a little makeup brush that I bought a long time ago, and I brush the pigment onto the slime, and it's just so mesmerizing to look at. And you can combine different types of pigments together, and you can swirl them together, take different colors. And if you are looking for pigments and you don't know where to buy them, we also have a full comprehensive pigment review on our YouTube channel as well. And then another fun thing to do with slime is to actually add too much of a certain ingredient to a blob of slime. And this is fun to do because you get interesting textures out of it, and it's just fun to hear the different crunches and sizzles that you get out of it depending on what you add to the slime. So over here I added a lot of these really jumbo Fimo slices to a blob of jelly slime, and it just made really awesome crunches. And then when you add too much of something to a slime, you can really add anything. So over here, I decided to add some gold holographic glitter to clear slime, and it turned into a really stiff, stretchy, crunchy slime. And then over here, I decided to add too much crunchy glitter, and this was a lot of fun to do. And if you follow us on Instagram, you know that I absolutely love adding these glitters to any type of slime just because it makes the most delicious crunch and bubble sounds. And over here, I decided to add too much food coloring to slime. And this was a little bit of a mistake because the food coloring went everywhere, and it took me a good few hours to get the blue food coloring off of my hands. But nonetheless, it was still a lot of fun. And if you are going to attempt this with paint or food coloring, just make sure that you work on a clean surface and on something that's not going to get stained. And just like pigment brushing, glitter brushing is also a lot of fun to do. And I loved combining these two different colors of glitter together. And I almost added too much of it, but I didn't have enough to add too much, but it was still really pretty. And the end color of the slime was absolutely gorgeous. Another thing that I absolutely love doing with slime is slime pressing. And if you have one of these potato mashers lying around in your kitchen, do make sure to ask permission first if it's not yours. You can take that and just press it into clear slime, jelly slime, or virtually any type of slime, and then you just pull it up and you press it down again and you get the best crackles and bubbles out of it. And I have seen some people using a tennis racket, but I don't know if I would recommend that since it can get a little bit sticky and messy, and then you have to clean up a racket, which can be a little bit time consuming to do. And then next up, we probably have one of my favorite things to do with slime, which is making creative and artistic slime videos. And it's definitely a form of art when you put a video together and you try and make it visually attractive and pleasing. And you've got to think about the sounds that you're going to make in the video as well. So it's an overall really creative process. And if you feel like a challenge, why not try and make your very own slime videos? You don't have to post it, it can just be for yourself, and just try and be as creative as possible with the different colors that you're going to combine. You don't need any of the fancy equipment or lighting. You just need a few paints and slime, and then you can be as creative as possible. And then something else that's a lot of fun and can be really creative as well is to try and come up with your very own textures of slime. And you can do this by combining different slime textures together. For example, here I'm combining a few foam beads with cloud slime and clear slime. And this turned into just actually a plain cloud slime, but if you added more clear slime, you could actually turn it into an icing slime. So it's just a very fun way to combine different textures, and you can even take some slimes that you've bought and mix them together. If they get old and you want to do something new with it, you can transform it into a completely different slime texture. And then something else that I love doing, and that's a lot of fun, is you put your phone on a stand and you just pour slime into a different shape, or you pour slime over something, and you can even take a time lapse and then re-watch the time lapse. I find it so satisfying watching how slime pours and how it falls through a container or anything where it like drips down. I find it so mesmerizing, especially when you are using a pigmented clear slime. Something else that will keep you busy for a long time is making a rainbow type slime, and you can use any different types of slime textures to achieve this. You just need a few paints and then you color different blobs with rainbow colors. And I decided to use cloud slime with this example in this video, just because when you stretch the cloud slime, it falls in these tiny little clumps and you can drizzle it. It's just absolutely mesmerizing to look at. And I know I've said that so many times in this video, but all of these clips are just so mesmerizing to me. And then another really fun thing to do with slime is to make your very own glitter shaker. So if you've got any old glittery slimes lying around, you can scoop off majority of the slime if the tub is too full, and you can mix it with water to top it up and then add it to a glitter shaker or to one of these baubles that I bought from Mary Pack last Christmas. And then you can make your very own little glitter shaker. And this didn't work out very well in this video, but if you are looking for a video on exactly how to do it, I will link a video in the description. I think Kawaii Slime Company did it on their YouTube channel and it was absolutely amazing. I fell in love with the idea. So I'm quite disappointed that my one didn't work out so well, but I think it's because my slime wasn't liquid enough. And then another really fun thing to do with slime is that you can actually add anything to slime. So if you find any random beads or anything lying around the house or at the shops, you can get that and just add it to slime and come up with a completely new, different slime texture. I found all of these clay packets at Chinatown a long time ago, and they were all hard, so I couldn't do anything with them. So I decided to add it to some slime, and it turned into this really smooth, sizzly clay slime. So I was really impressed that I was able to upcycle these clay pieces that I wouldn't have been able to use if I didn't add it to slime. So there's also another fun thing to do with slime is just to take old materials like dried up clay and then just to turn it into a sizzly, smooth slime. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all of these different ideas of things that you can do with slime. If you are interested in buying any of our slimes, there will be a direct link to our website in the description of this video. We recently launched an entire Easter themed restock that is still available for purchase, so make sure to go and check that out if you haven't already. We do ship internationally within 3 business days, which is really quick considering that the parcels come all the way from South Africa. So make sure to go and have a look at our website if you haven't already.